guys, it's Luke from RetroRevival here, and today, as you can see, I am doing another recent comic book pickups video, and I've got some more comic books for you today. Once again, almost all of them are Marvel, and the last time I did this, it was back in May, and how the world has changed in the last 5 or 6 months. Everything has changed so much, and I thought I'd do this video because as of me recording this, I'm recording this in late October. We have no release date for the Marvel show WandaVision. It might have already come out, I don't know. By the time of this video coming out, it might have already been released. That'd be great if it does. They said maybe around Thanksgiving in America, and this is coming out around that time. So maybe it's come out, I really don't know. So I thought I'd show you my comic book collection that I've just expanded over the last few months. And oh my god, have I got some amazing comic books to show you. So let's get into the first one. We've got a key issue right here. I can't believe I found this. This is the Sensational She-Hulk issue 1. Now, if you don't know, they've just cast She-Hulk for the Disney Plus show, played by Tatiana Maslany. And I found this car boot, and I was like, this is amazing. I can't believe this is here. I got it for like 50p. So this is just amazing. It's her first issue of her second series. So this is the first comic we got. Next up, we got Sensational She-Hulk issue 5. A little bit damaged, but still in pretty good nick. Then we've got Sensational She-Hulk issue 7. Next up, we got another key issue, Fist of Khonshu, which I believe is the Egyptian god, which gave Mark Spector his powers of Moon Knight. So it's called Moon Knight, yeah. First issue, and this is the first appearance of this suit, which is actually really cool. I think they're going to base the Disney Plus show of him on this suit. Then we've also got Fist of Khonshu, Moon Knight issue 2, Moon Knight issue 3, and Moon Knight issue 4. Next up, we got Moon Knight issue 7 from his original series. This is just a really cool cover, another really cool outfit. Then next up, we have a few Howard the Duck comic books, and I absolutely love Howard the Duck. And I love the covers of Howard the Duck comic books because they are just so cartoony. And I think he's a really cool character. And here, as you can see, we've got Spider-Man as well on this cover. It's just a really nice cover. And I've just put this back. I forgot to mention it's issue 10. Next up, we have Howard the Duck issue 13, another key issue. And this is the first appearance of the rock band Kiss in a comic book. And if you like Kiss, I love Kiss. I've seen them live. If you like Kiss, there's a video about Kiss, but one of my Lego videos. So I'll leave that in like the description and the card up above, so go check that out. But yeah, this is a really cool comic book. And then the final Howard the Duck comic book I have is issue 25. And then finally in this first stack is the first issue of the Eternals. Now this is a re-released version. As you can see, it says $3.99 up there, so this isn't the original. It'd be lovely to have the original, but it's quite pricey. And there is an Eternals movie coming out next year. It's scheduled for November next year, so we've got to wait a whole year. And this is of course another key issue. It's not only the first issue in the series, it also has the origin of the Eternals and the Deviants, and it is the first appearance of Icarus, who's being played by Richard Madden in the movie from Game of Thrones. And there's loads of other people who debut in this, so yeah, it's just an awesome issue. Then next up we have the Incredible Hulk 259, another key issue, and in this comic book you get to see the origin of Darkstar and the origin of Vanguard. Then I've also got the Incredible Hulk 260. Next up is Spider-Woman, and this is another really cool series with a lot of really cool covers. This is issue 13. And then we also have Spider-Woman issue 24. A little bit of a mark there, which is upsetting, but again, a really cool cover and a really cool series. Now, next up, if you watched my last video, you would see I had loads of Guardians of the Galaxy comic books, including issue 1, and I've got issue 4 here just to pad out the collection a little bit. And I've also got another key issue, issue 18, with all of the different Punishers, and it's actually the first appearance of one of the Inhumans called Talon or Talon. I'm not sure how you say it. Next up is the Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, and as of me recording this, they've just wrapped on filming the Shang-Chi movie, and it's really upsetting because it's torn up here, which is really sad. Yeah, but this is issue 88, and if you've seen my other videos, you've seen that I've already got some in this series. Then there's also Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, issue 104, and issue 109. Then next up is another really cool comic book. Here we have Warlock and the Infinity Watch, issue 1. Now, this is the aftermath of the Infinity Gauntlet saga, which you can see right here, it says that. So this is actually the aftermath of what Avengers Infinity War and Endgame are based on. And it is also the first appearance of the Infinity Watch, where it has different characters like Adam Warlock, Thanos as well as Drax and Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they are all given one of the Infinity Stones each to protect. It's sort of like another version of the Illuminati, which is another comic book group who had the Infinity Stones, so this is just a really cool issue. Now, next up is another really cool comic book, and if you have seen my other videos, you've seen that I've also got some Quasar comic books, including issue 1, and this is another key issue. Here you can see you've got one of the Watchers, and there's Venom down here, and this is actually the first time Venom was ever in a comic book which wasn't a Spider-Man issue. And this is issue 6. And the final comic book in this stack is Black Goliath issue 1. Now, not only is this the first issue of the series, it's also Black Goliath's origin, and it's the second time he ever appeared in a comic book. Now we're on to this final stack, and none of these are bagged and boarded, so let's just get into it. First up, we have the original Ghost Rider issue 4. Pretty cool cover with the snakes, I just really like it. Then we have the Steel Town Rockers, issue 1 of a 6-part mini-series, and I've never read this, and I have no intent to read this, if I'm being honest. Then we got a stack of X-Men comic books, and first up we have the Uncanny X-Men issue 17. It is an annual 64 pages, which is pretty cool. Then we have X-Men issue 26 with Captain America, Scarlet Witch on the front there. Then we have X-Men issue 69. Then we have Inferno X-Men issue 240. Nice picture of Mr. Sinister in the middle there. Next up, we have the Uncanny X-Men issue 244. Another really cool comic book, because this is actually the first appearance of Jubilee. And I believe she's been in some of the X-Men movies. She's got the power to shoot out fireworks from her fingers. Pretty interesting character, and I'm really happy to have this comic book. Then we have Uncanny X-Men issue 246, Uncanny X-Men issue 247, Uncanny X-Men issue 249, which is actually the first appearance of Whiteout. Then we have the Uncanny X-Men issue 312, with the first team appearance of the Phalanx. I don't know how to pronounce that. Please let me know if I've said it wrong in the comments. And then we have the Uncanny X-Men issue 345, which has the first appearance of Maggot. Then next up we have the Astonishing X-Men issue 66, and to me this looks a bit like the New Mutants from earlier this year. Not a great film, but not bad, if that makes sense. It was okay if you haven't seen it. It's one that you can skip. I mean, it was alright. Then next up we have the Punisher official movie adaptation issue 3. And I've had one of these movie adaptations before, and I'll be honest, I'm happy to have this because it's way better than that god-awful movie we got. Then next up we have the Heroic Age Prince of Power issue 2 of 4. Then we have Age of Ultron issue 9. And then finally we have 2 more comic books, non-Marvel comic books as well. But we have Jackass 3 issue 2, and this oversized comic book, 2000 AD, featuring Judge Dredd. I will never read this, so yeah. So guys, here are the comic books at the end. I've picked out my top 3. So of course my favourite is She-Hulk, then I'd say Moon Knight, and then I'd say the Uncanny X-Men. And these are definitely my 3 favourites. They've got to be. Especially She-Hulk, that's probably my favourite comic book I have now. And just to remind you again, WandaVision should be out by now, maybe. It might come out in December. I really don't know, I'm not a time traveller. But on the day that WandaVision does release on Disney+, there will be a video linking to it. If the things show up in time, I hope they do, because I really want it to tie in. So stay tuned for that. And also watch my other videos that I've done on my comic book collection. You can see a load of other cool comic books. And of course, as always, let me know which one you think's the coolest in the comments below. I'm not going to point to any one which I think is the coolest. Of course, I'm not that biased, but definitely tell me which one's the best in the comments. But as I've said, of course, the She-Hulk one is the best. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have been Luke from RetroRevival. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye.
Yeah.